Hey Canada, I'm Chloe from Amplify Mag, and today we're stepping outside the usual music drops and event updates to cover a story that's shaken the industry from the inside out. One of the most powerful figures in hip-hop, Sean Diddy Combs, is now at the center of a federal trial with allegations that go far beyond headlines and hashtags. This isn't just about a celebrity, it's about power, silence, survival, and a case that could redefine accountability in the music world. Here's everything we know so far in the United States versus Sean Combs. Diddy was arrested in New York on September 16, 2024, facing a slate of federal charges. Prosecutors accuse him of operating an organized network of employees and associates to carry out sex trafficking, coercion, and violent acts behind the scenes of his public empire. He was denied bail and has remained in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. The judge cited concerns about witness intimidation and flight risk. The trial officially began on May 5, 2025. Jury selection concluded with a panel of 12, 8 men and 4 women and 6 alternates. Opening statements began on May 12. Prosecutor Emily Johnson painted Diddy as the leader of a carefully orchestrated system of abuse, describing so-called freak-offs, multi-day sex events involving escorts, hotel rooms, and manipulation. She told the jury he saw himself as a king, entitled to absolute control. Diddy's defense attorney, Tenny Geragos, countered that this was an attack on his private sex life. She acknowledged that Combs could be violent, impulsive, and harsh, but emphasized he's not on trial for being mean, he's not a racketeer, he's not a trafficker. Singer Cassie Ventura, Combs' former partner, took the stand on May 13th and 14th. Over 2 days, she described their decade-long relationship as abusive, violent, and increasingly dehumanizing. She testified that Diddy coerced her into organizing and participating in freak-offs, elaborate sexual performances with hired escorts that could last from 36 hours to several days. She claimed these were often filmed by Combs and used as blackmail. Ventura recounted disturbing acts involving baby oil, heated objects, and even urination, calling the experience humiliating and traumatic. She told the court she often used drugs to cope, including ecstasy, marijuana, mushrooms, and ketamine. She also described physical abuse, being shoved, slapped, dragged, and even kicked. Footage from a 2016 hotel incident was shown in court, slowed down from previously released versions. It appeared to show Combs hitting and kicking her in a hallway. She told jurors, "At some point, I felt like I didn't have much of a choice anymore." Los Angeles police officer Israel Flores, working as security at the Intercontinental Hotel in 2016, testified he saw Ventura injured and visibly shaken. He said Combs tried to bribe him to stay quiet, handing him a stack of cash. Footage from that day was introduced as evidence. Flores said he didn't initially call the police because Ventura refused to give a statement, but he described a broken vase, visible bruises, and a purple eye. Male dancer Daniel Phillip testified that in 2012, he was paid thousands to have sex with Ventura in front of Combs at New York's Gramercy Hotel. He described Combs wearing a robe and bandana, watching from the corner. Over the next year, Phillip said he was contracted multiple times for similar encounters, some filmed, some involving physical violence. He once heard Ventura being assaulted in another room and said he was too afraid to intervene. Ventura testified that Combs threatened to release those tapes if she ever spoke out. She also described a final assault in 2018 after she had begun dating her now husband, Alex Fine. She said Diddy raped her on her apartment floor. She told the court, "I remember crying and saying no. His eyes were black. It was like somebody taking something from you." She also revealed a $20 million settlement was reached after she filed a lawsuit in November 2023. A deal she says was made out of fear for her safety and reputation. Former Danity Kane singer and Diddy Dirty Money collaborator Dawn Richards also testified. She recounted a 2009 incident where Combs allegedly threw Ventura to the floor, hit her with a skillet, and dragged her upstairs. Richards said she was terrified and powerless to help. This trial has shaken the music industry not just because of who's involved, but because of the scale, the evidence, and the deeply personal accounts that continue to emerge. Amplify Weekly will continue to follow this story as it unfolds. Subscribe, stay informed, and most importantly, amplify the truth.